Hi, I'm Mr. Kruebbe, the Latin teacher at Canyon High School. My students and I wanted to create a little video to teach you something about Latin and why you might want to take it at the high school level.
Latin is a lot of fun. It's tough, but it's good to get into. One of those things that I didn't think I was going to enjoy. I only got in it because I'd heard it in a movie one time and I thought it sounded cool. It's kind of like a puzzle, almost. You have to put things together and stuff, and it gives new meaning to the way we communicate, because you realize that the words that you say mean different things than what you think they mean. So it gives a deeper meaning to communication. Virgil's Aeneid, the first 6 books, I believe.
We begin reading right away, but the sentences are very simple, like Caecilius is the father, Metella is the mother. In Latin, this sounds like Caecilius est pater, Metella est mater. In chapter 1, we meet all the members of Caecilius' family. In every chapter, we learn about some new feature of the Latin language. And then we see that feature played out in stories about Caecilius and his family.
You learn a lot. It seems really overwhelming at first. You have to go declensions and conjugations and verb tenses and all this stuff, but once you get the hang of it, it's a lot of fun. It's actually cool to be able to say that you can read like a dead language, and these are like classic works of art that we're reading in line 4 that people have heard of, but that they've never read.
And you don't even realize what you're learning, but then you get to other classes, like in English and stuff, you know the words and their roots, what they mean. And I'm in anatomy right now, and most of the stuff is Latin roots, and so I already know what it means.
We learn a lot about participles and passive and active verbs and stuff, and that definitely comes up, especially in AP English 3, if you take that.
It gives you a heads up, because not the rest of the people don't really know about the actual language part of it.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So.
I'm William Waller, I'm a senior, and I'm currently in the Latin 4 Aeneid class. When Mr. Kruebbe came my sophomore year, he started the JCL program at Canyon High School, and it was probably the most exciting thing I've ever experienced. First, he started out in January going to a region competition, and that's really fun. They have Kurtamen meets, which is kind of like Family Feud. They have athletic events, they have art events, they have academic events, they really have everything. JCL stands for the Junior Classical League. It's not just Latin, it's classical studies, all in all. Academics can include Greek, Latin, mythology, they have Roman history, reading comprehension, they have all kinds of academic tests, so whatever you're interested in, they probably cover it. It is a really exciting experience. It's a week-long event. It's usually at a college campus. I liked all the events. They had a Hebrew seminar, they had a Latin seminar, they had a mythology seminar. It was really cool. I tended to compete in the ones more affiliated with language. I competed in Greek derivatives and Latin derivatives. It's basically the study of English words and what Latin words they came from. It's a really fun. On the SAT, I found it to be really helpful.
You did?
There's a part in the SAT where you have to find the meaning of a word, and obviously if you don't study SAT words, you can just know Latin, and that'll probably get you through it.
And it was a great experience. I wanted to be a doctor when I grow up. I still do. That's what inspired me to take Latin my freshman year, because I knew a lot of the medications that people were taking, a lot of the roots derived from Latin or Greek, so I thought it'd be a good jump start on that.
It's neat because you get to learn something that, may be really old, but it's really ingrained in our culture, and it helps you understand English words, law, medicine, science, literature.
My specialty is ancient geography and history. Well, I played lots of Rome Total War. When Mr. Kruebbe came and he told us about JCL, I learned that, hey, I've been learning about all this ancient geography and history, and yeah, I can put that to use in a competition. I'd take it. I would go for it because it's really fun, and it's really interesting, and all the stories and mythology you get to learn. Plus you have Mr. Kruebbe, who's such a great teacher.
My name is Kaegan Yates. and I am a freshman at Kaegan High School. I can tell you one thing, that Latin has definitely changed my life, and I really like it. You'll be fine if you just do the homework, please. I'm just going to say this one more time. Just do the homework. It will help you, I promise.
Hello, I'm Morgan Pettis. I'm a fishy here at Canyon.
And why did you choose to take Latin?
I think my friends talked me into it. But it's really fun.
That is too much harder than Spanish. Is that true?
I don't think I could have accomplished Spanish.
Trying to memorize everything
It's really hard.
yeah.
I participated in the Latin vocabulary contests and the reading comprehension, as well as Latin derivatives. When I first started Latin, the reason I decided to take it was to learn the roots, because I have plans to go into the medical field. At area, I got 3rd place, and state, I think I got 4th or 5th. I really enjoyed Latin my first year. I'm now sitting with a class of seniors, and they're really enthusiastic about Latin, and they're passionate, and that's the type of people that I want to be surrounded by. I love the class. The Aeneid is great. It's difficult and challenging, but I enjoy that. And I feel like besides getting the grammar, I'm also learning more about the history and the mythology. The Aeneid is sort of like Homer's Iliad and Odyssey. It's about the hero Aeneas and his journey from the Trojan War and the fall of Troy. It's basically like a history of how Rome began. And it takes you through some pretty intense and dramatic scenes that are exciting. I would definitely suggest people who have a strong work ethic and interest in challenging themselves to take Latin. So I would say don't choose another language just because you want to go the easier route. If you do want to learn and go further, I would say take Latin, because it's enjoyable, and you have a fantastic teacher, Mr. Kruebbe, who helps you, nurtures whichever direction you want to go with the study of Latin, whether it's history, mythology, geography, or the language.
I am McKenzie Pruñeda. I am a freshman in the 3rd period Latin 1 class, and I am the captain of our Novus Curtamen team. Curtamen is like this 4-person team that goes to competitions, and you have these buzzers, and you answer questions really fast. You have people who specialize in different categories, like 1 person in language, 1 in history, 1 in culture, and 1 in mythology, and I'm really good at mythology, so I figured it would be fun. Yes, I want to go to the state, hopefully. Well, in other languages they have at the school, you focus more on conversational language, while in Latin, you learn more of how to translate it and how to use it in sentences, or how to find the derivative of a word. Having friends in Latin you can study with makes it definitely a lot easier, instead of just doing it all by yourself.
And let's say that you did poorly on an assignment.
To come in and correct it and get Mr. Kruebbe's help.